What's up, folks? Good morning. Happy Friday morning. How y'all doing this morning? What's up, Miss Kendra? Mike Riley, what's happening? What's up, Shell? Miss Antoinette, Miss Tammy, Tony Champagne Life, what's up, my guy? Miss Janet, Kristen, Shemaine, Evelyn, Layla, what's happening? Miss Perry, Dedriana Perry, what's up? What's up, Miss Lois? Miss Joyce, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all in the building this morning. What's up, Elder Lamont Gaynell? What's up, Sarah? Sierra? Hope I said that right. Miss Constance, how you and Brother Gus doing? What's up, Miss Barbara? Pastor Charlie Perkins. What's happening, y'all? Y'all all right this morning? What's up, Kim? Michelle? What's up, Shannon? Keontae? I hope I said that right. Maisha, Gigi, Brother George, what's up, dude? Nish, what's happening? What's up, Shot? Miss Laura. It's Friday, y'all. Thank y'all for those of you who hit share already. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Come on in. It's Friday. Who got the big plans this weekend? What y'all doing? Where's it going down at this weekend, man? Come on. I want to know where it's going down. Nachi, what's up? I love you, baby. What's up, Sean? Brother Chad. I want to know where it's going down at this weekend. Huh? Hey, Miss Ross. Where's it going down? What's up, Miss Angela? Nikki. How y'all doing? What's up, Randy? Where's it going down at, y'all? Y'all don't want to tell the pastor where it's going down at. Okay. All right. That's all right, dude. That's all right. I don't care anyway. I don't want to know where it's going down because it don't matter where it's going down at. About 8:30, I'm going down. I don't care where I'm at. About 8:30, yeah, exactly. That's me all day, man. About 8:30, I don't care where it's going down at. Ain't nothing going down better than my bed. I can't get to it fast enough. So I don't care if y'all don't want to tell me. The zoo, nice. Nice, Sarah. Nice, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't go to I'm officially for the old people party. You know the old people party, the party that be over. Listen, when it's 8:30, we packing it up. It's shut. Listen, we turning it over to them other people. 8:30, it's over. It's done. We out of here. Stick a fork in us. 9 o'clock, we done stayed too long. We got stuff to do in the morning. I'm with that crew. We getting out of here. Y'all can have it. I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Barbara. I'm gonna be praying for your family, man. Yeah. Well, I guess y'all won't act like I'm the only one in that crew. Some of y'all in that crew too. So whatever you planning, it better be from 6 to 9. I'm in the 6 to 9 crew. 6 to 9. 6 to 9. After 9 o'clock, I'm not coming. It's over. Where Pastor? He gone. Oh, that sounds good. Gumbo, fried wings, and fish. That sounds real good, man. I want to tell y'all what's going down at Community Church, man. Hopefully, y'all don't party too hard to make it. It's the last Sunday of the month, man, and I'm doing a weird thing. Usually, I don't start series on the last Sunday of the month, but I'm starting a series on this Sunday. You in that crew too? I'm Miss J. I'm in that crew, that 6 to 9 crew. Uh, Usually don't start. Uh, See what I'm saying? You too, Shannon. You in that crew? Usually don't start a series. It's against conventional wisdom. Start a series at the end of the month. But I'm starting a series Sunday, man, about vision and having a vision for your life. Sunday at all three campuses. I'm going to touch um, all three campuses as I usually do. Man, and I'd love for you to meet me there because I was talking about vision a few weeks ago, and some of you really caught on to that thing. And I was talking about the importance of vision. And I know most of the time I'm double going against conventional wisdom because most of the time, number one, you don't start a sermon series at the end of the month. I'm doing that. But secondly, most of the time, you don't start to talk about vision and habits and goals and all that kind of stuff until the beginning of the year. I'm starting to talk about it in October. All right. Well, Pastor, why are you doing that? Here's why. Because number one, I'm a big fan of not doing things just because everybody else is doing it. I don't go against it just because everybody else is doing it, but in order for me to do it, it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. It doesn't matter to me that it's common sense because sometimes common sense doesn't make sense at all. And so when it comes to this series, the reason why I'm doing a vision series about having a vision for your life and what happens and how to handle a vision for your life is because number one, all of us need vision. You need a vision for your life. You need to know where your life is headed. If you don't know where your life is headed, any road will get you where you're going. Come on, somebody, and listen to me. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what season of life you're in. I know that some of us are retired or we're looking at retirement and kind of shutting things down and that sort of thing. So what? I was just talking with somebody the other day and I was talking to him about how you need a reason to get up every morning and go. You need a vision for your life. You need to know where you want to be in 10 years, where you want to be in 15 years, where you want to be in 5 years, where you want to be next year. And you need to know vision for your life. And so I'm going to be talking about having a vision for your life and what that looks like and the things that come against you when you have a vision for your life and how to handle them. Why are you doing it now? That seems like a beginning of the year kind of series, Pastor. No, that's conventional wisdom. The reason why I'm doing it right now is because by the time the new year comes, I want you to already have your mind in tune, locked in to where you're going and what you're trying to do. Don't wait till the new year gets here to try to figure out what you're going to do in the new year. Don't see that's where most of us fail. We wait until the new year gets here to try to make a plan for the new year, to try to look at what it takes to establish habits, to try to look at what it takes in order to create change. We wait until the new year gets here to start looking into all of that stuff. And now the year is upon us. It's already started, and we're losing time, and we feel like we're behind. And when you know anything, you throw in the towel and like, all right, I just try to get next year. No, let's start right now, looking at that stuff, so that by the time the new year gets here, come on, somebody, you're locked in and ready to roll. And so I'm gonna be talking about vision. Besides that, I always tell us, man, don't nothing change with the new year but the date. New year, listen, nothing changes with the new year except the date and the debt you racked up during the Christmas season. If that's what you do. Come on. Come on, somebody. And so you can start right now. Why not go ahead and get started? Why are you waiting until the new year? Really, honestly, waiting until the new year is just an excuse to keep doing what we've been doing. Woo-hoo. Oh boy, shots fired. This Sunday, I'm starting a new series on vision. Plus, y'all asked for it. I asked you a couple of weeks ago, man, like who wants to see a series on vision? Y'all said we do. So I'm going for it. We're going in on vision, vision for your life. Huh? Vision for your life. Starts this Sunday. We're gonna roll throughout October. How to create and have a vision for your life. You need a vision for your life. Why? Because when you got a vision for your life, you know what to say no to and what to say yes to. Come on. When you know where you're going, you know what matters and what doesn't matter. You know what to eliminate. We've been talking about sacrifice lately. When you got a vision for your life, you know what to sacrifice because you know what matters and what doesn't matter. You don't have no vision for your life, it's hard to determine what matters and what doesn't matter because you don't know what's pertinent to where you're going. Am I making sense to you? And so I'm gonna be, everybody needs a vision. You need to know, where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I gonna be in 5 years? Where am I gonna be in 10 years? Where am I gonna be in 1 year? I'm gonna be talking about that starting this Sunday and every Sunday after that. Watch this. Did you know that whenever God gives you a vision for your life, one of the things you gotta know how to deal with is opposition? Did you know that whenever God gives you a vision for your life, one of the things you got to know how to deal with is distractions? Any of you have ever had a vision for your life, a vision, something that you wanted to get accomplished, and the enemy sent along just the right distraction to pull your attention away from where you know you needed it to be and where you were going? Come on. I'm going to be teaching you how to handle distractions, how to handle oppositions. You got this goal in front of you. You got this vision that you're trying to accomplish. That's great. That's good. Now, what are you going to do when problems happen? Because problems are going to happen. Come on. And I'm going to be teaching that starting this Sunday at all three of our campuses: 8:30 in Slidell, 10 o'clock on 1085, 11 a.m. at Columbia Street. I want to see I want to see your face in the place. Online is cool if you live out of town and just can't get there. But my folks who live within the vicinity, listen, if you live within 20 to 30 miles of one of our campuses, I want to see you there. 20 to 30 miles past the, absolutely. Don't tell me nothing. I just left a country where people walk 3 hours to go to church. Woo! Why? Listen, I've heard other people say it, man. A church alive is worth the drive. Come on. Come on. I want to see you this Sunday, 8:30, 10 o'clock a.m. and 11. 8:30 at Slidell, 10 o'clock at 1085, 11 o'clock a.m. at our Covington campus. The other thing is, starting the first Wednesday in October, every Wednesday in October. We are empowering people. Listen, I that most of the things. Listen, all of, if most of, if not all of the things that we do because of what we want for you, not from you. We try, we strive. Our mission is to be the community's church. And I know I'm taking some time here, but I want to get this information out. We strive to be the community's church. Uh, Listen to me, please. Every Wednesday in October, I want to teach you how to get better financially. It's a free empowerment seminar that we're going to be doing at Community Church. I have a company that is an investment expert. It's a guy, he's an investment expert. It's called Kingdom ROI, Kingdom Return on Investment, I believe is what it stands for. But every Wednesday in October at our 1085 campus, starting at 6 o'clock p.m., he's going to be teaching you how to handle finances in a way that empowers you. Yes, it is free. We're not asking you for anything, and this is not a deal where you get there and then we ask you for something. No, we're not going to be asking you to sign up for anything. Once you get there, we're not going to be asking you for anything. We just want you to be empowered. That's all we want you to be, is empowered. We want you to know how to handle your money, how to think about money in a way that makes your money grow. That's what they're going to be teaching you. How to think about money in a way that makes your money grow. How to be empowered financially. Things like how to invest your money, how to budget your money. Come on, somebody. How to protect your investment that you make. We are going to be empowering you. Every Wednesday in October, you ought to make plans to be there 6 to 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. I will have the registration link. It'll be up as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put the registration link up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. Somebody might get mad at me, but they'll be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it. Here we go. I'm gonna put it in the comments. I'm putting it in the comments right now where you can register. There it is. I'm putting it in the comments on the community church site. It's in the comments. It's in the comments. Check the comments. It's from 6 to 8. It's free, totally free. Oh, and they're gonna serve food. We're gonna have food. Forgot to tell you that part. Now you're gonna eat. All right. So we're gonna feed you every Wednesday, October 6 to 8. We're gonna feed you and we're gonna teach you how to handle your finances, investments, protecting your investments, i.e., life insurance, and other ways. How to budget, how to manage your money, things like that. You'll be able to ask questions. Come on, somebody. These are experts. These are people, and again, they're not going to be selling you anything. They don't have anything to sell you, but they are experts at how to handle your money. These are people who handle millions and millions of dollars of assets for other people, and so they know what they are doing, and they're going to be coming in, and as a ministry, they are Christians, and as a ministry to our church, as a ministry to our community, they're going to be giving you these tools. It's at our 1085 campus. I put the link in the comments so you can go there and register. Please register because we need to know what kind of food or how much food we need. Somebody say, "Ooh, food! I'm coming." See that? See that right there? Just come. That's fine. If you're coming for the food, just come. Just come. But yeah, man, listen. It's not about what we want from you. It's about what we want for you, man. It's about what we want for you. It's about what we want for you. All right. And I want to look that quick. Somebody say I'm registered. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Just that quick. It's about what we want for you, man. And so we want to empower you. We want to give you the tools that you need to grow. Listen, man. It what good does it do you to show up here every day, show up at church every week, and walk away, and your life is not better for it? Come on, somebody. Come on. Your life is not empowered by it. It's from 6 to 8. 6 to 8. Gonna eat from 6 to 6:30. But the workshop is gonna be from 6:30 to about 7:30. You have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. So we're saying 6 to 8. It's at our Highway 1085 campus. Somebody put one of my people, please put the address to Highway 1085. I think it's 14985 Highway 1085. Kendra, I know you're on here. Would you please put that address in there? That's right. So yeah, so we got that. So what is that? What you're talking about this morning, Pastor? No, I've been talking about sacrifice. And listen, some of you're gonna have to sacrifice something. This is one of those instances, right, where you're gonna watch this. You ready for this? For some of us, as it relates to our finances, there's nothing wrong with your finances that a little bit of sacrifice won't help. Now, some of you want your money to flow better. You want your money to be better. Thank you. 14985 Highway 1085. Thank you, Randy. You want your money to be better. You want your money to flow better. You want it to go better, right? But here it is, a free workshop that's going to teach you how to get it better, and you're not going to want to sacrifice the time that it takes in order to go learn how to do that. Come on, somebody. You that some of us there's nothing wrong with your life, huh? Come on. Listen to me. Please hear me on this. Any There are very few things that cost nothing that are worth something. Woo. Very, very few things in life cost nothing and yet are worth something. I almost want to say that anything that costs nothing isn't worth anything. I probably ain't said that right. But if it doesn't cost anything, the chances of it being worth anything are slim to none. Well, Pastor, you just said the financial seminar is free, yeah, but it's gonna cost you some time. Come on, somebody. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you getting out of your own way. There are very few things in life that'll cost me nothing that will accomplish something in my life. Anything that costs nothing accomplishes nothing. That's why I'm teaching on this whole idea of sacrifice. You have to stop expecting to accomplish things without it costing you anything. It's going to cost you. And the idea of sacrifice is that I pay the price now for what I want later on. Come on, somebody. I don't know about you, but I want to look back on my life and see where I accomplished something that's bigger than myself, where I'm leaving my mark on the world. I'm leaving my mark on the next generation. I'm leaving my mark on my children and my grandchildren. Come on, somebody. But in order for me to do that, it's going to cost me some. I don't want to look back on my life, man, and think, as it relates to God or as it relates to myself, I don't want to look back on my life and the only thing I'm looking back on is what I could have done and what I should have done and what I would have done. Mm. I've got enough of that. I've got I don't know about you, but I've got enough things in my life that I could have done. I got enough in my life that I would have done. Somebody else, I'm registered. Good. Somebody else say I'm registered and ready. I've got enough in my life that I should have done. I don't want to look back on my life and all I got is a bunch of regrets about what I didn't do. I want to do great things for the Lord. I want God to be impressed with my life. I want to hear him say, Nathan, you know what? You had some bumps along the way. You didn't get everything right, but well done. You weren't perfect. You messed up, but well done. Come on, somebody. I want to do great things for the Lord. I want to do great things for my family. More than I want the world to be impressed with my life, I want the Lord to say, well done. When I called you to sacrifice for greater, you did it. Come on. I want him to say, when I called you out of comfort, you were willing to get uncomfortable. You sacrificed for your family. You sacrificed for the vision that I put on your heart. You sacrificed, come on, somebody, to win people to Jesus. You sacrificed for the kingdom. You sacrificed for what I wanted you to do. You were willing to get uncomfortable in order to become, come on, to fully realize the person that I wanted you to be. That's what I want. I don't know about you, but that's the reason why, man. I'm always talking about and always looking for areas in my life that I need to sacrifice. Now, here's the deal. I was telling you this yesterday. You'll sacrifice in the direction that you love, and you love in the direction that you sacrifice. See, listen, if you love something and you want your love for that, for the object of your affection to grow, the more you sacrifice for that thing, the more you sacrifice for that person, the more your affection is going to grow. I told you yesterday, heart follows treasure. Wherever I invest that, my affection for it is going to grow. Right? You know, that's why I tell my single ladies, don't listen. Don't believe he love you if he won't sacrifice for you. Nope. Do you believe that? As a matter of fact, if you've never seen him sacrifice for you, don't go to the altar with him until you do. Woo! Why, Pastor? Because the Bible says that husbands should love their wives like Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. In other words, Jesus was called, he was willing to sacrifice his own life to make sure that his bride, the church, was all right. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And here you got a rascal won't even give you the last piece of pie. Won't help you with nothing. Won't even get out the car to pump the gas. Come on. Much less pay for it. Take your car and bring it back empty. Lord have mercy. Huh? It's October. He probably asking you right now, what you gonna do with your taxes? Come on, man. You talking about you got a man? You ain't got no man. You got a dependent. Hello, somebody. Won't even give you no fries from the 4 for 4. Come on. Anything you won't sacrifice for, you can't say you love it. I said it. Won't even give you no fries from the 4 for 4. You can't even get no fries from the 4 for 4. You can't even get nothing out the $5 box. Anything you won't sacrifice for, you can't say you love it. Come on, somebody. I'm just telling you, stop me when I'm lying. That's what you do. That's what you do. Y'all act like that because I ain't scared to say it. I say it. I'm say it. Y'all won't say it. I'm say it. It is. It's sad. That's why y'all laugh. Y'all know it's sad, but y'all know it's true too. Huh? Who won't say listen, who won't sacrifice for you? And you have to hear me. Watch this. You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me. If he won't sacrifice for you, stop listening to him tell you he love you. He lying. Woo. Fellas, don't listen to him. Tell you she love you. She won't sacrifice for you. Come on, somebody. She won't sacrifice for you. Sacrifice what? Oh, it's the biggie bag now. It ain't the 4 for 4 no more. It's the biggie bag. Hey, look, listen, whatever it is, 4 for 4, biggie bag, 5 for 5. Y'all get my point. $5. He want $5. Okay, you know what I'm trying to do? Well, do what you're trying to do and then come back and holler at me. Come on. Anything you love, you sacrifice for, man. Anything you love, you sacrifice for. Huh? You sacrifice for it. And if you want to grow your affection, you sacrifice in the direction where you want to grow your affection. Am I making sense to you? Huh? You want a better relationship with your husband or your wife? Sacrifice. I'm telling you. See, but this is the thing that gets us about sacrifice, right? You ready for this? See, most of the time, listen. Most of the time, what kills us is in life is not choices between what's right and what's wrong. What stops us from growing, what stops us from progressing, what holds us up in life. Listen, most of the time we have good morals. We don't do set out to do any most of the time. There are some people who are just plain evil, right? But for most of us, we don't set out to just do evil things and do wrong things. Even folks who are not necessarily saved, like most people live a relatively, if we're judging by our standards, not by God's standards, most people live a relatively good life, right? We can say that. Like, most people are not just treacherous. They're not just goons. They're not just looking to mess over people and things like that. So I say all that to say, like most of us, what stops us, what holds us up in life, is not what's right or what's wrong. Most of us, what holds us up in life, what stops us from progressing, is not a choice, not choices that we make between what's right and what's wrong, but choices that we make between, you ready for this? What's good and what's best, what's comfortable and what's uncomfortable. And we get stuck in life not because of our choices between what's right and what's wrong. We get stuck in life because we settle for the good when we ought to be going for the best. But the difference between what's good and what's best is sacrifice. Because you got to sacrifice what's good in order to pursue what's best. And that's uncomfortable. Mm, it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you listen, nothing is going to make you progress in life except choosing the mountain. You got to say, there's a mountain. Come on, God. And I told you yesterday, it's difficult, but here's the thing that you got to know: sacrifice. There's no greater place to be in your life than to be dependent upon the Lord. And sometimes what God does is he calls us to climb a mountain. Remember what he did with Abraham? God called Abraham to go up the mountain and sacrifice Isaac. And when Abraham got to a certain place, he lifted up, the Bible says, his eyes, and he saw where he was going afar off. He lifted up his eyes and he saw where he was going afar off. And then the next verse says that he turned to the people who were with him and said, y'all stay here with the donkey. Me and Isaac are going up this mountain. And we're coming back to you. See, here's what Abraham did. He looked up the mountain and saw where God was calling him. And when he looked up the mountain and saw where God was calling him, he looked at the people who were with him and told them, y'all can't go with me. This is a journey for me and God alone. Lord have mercy. I'm going to say it again. He looked up the mountain and saw where God was calling him. And when he looked up the mountain and saw where God was calling him, he told the people who were with him, y'all can't go with me. This is a journey for me and God alone. What was going on here, Pastor? Abraham was putting himself, see, and this is not in the Bible. I can only surmise this from what happened. I believe that Abraham knew that the closer they got up the mountain, those guys were going to realize what was going on. They were going to be asking questions. They were going to try to talk him out of what he knew God wanted him to do. So he told them, y'all stay here. He knew that it was a journey that only him and God can take. See, sometimes God calls you to sacrifice because he wants you to know where your help comes from. Some journeys are built for you and God alone. This is not for your mother. This is not for your father. This is not for you and your best friend. This is not for that crew that you always run with. This is not for your husband, for your wife. This is for you and God alone. Nobody else is going to understand it. Nobody else is going to know it, but that's okay, because this is the journey that's going to bring you to the place where you needed to be anyway. And that is realizing that all of your help comes from God and God alone. I hope I'm helping somebody this morning. Come on. Abraham didn't tell anybody what God told him to do. He didn't even tell his wife what was going on because she wouldn't understand. He didn't tell the people who were with him, because they might try to stop him. He didn't tell anybody. And when he got to a certain place on their journey, when it was time to go up that mountain, you know what Abraham said? He said, you know what? This is a journey for just me, my sacrifice, and the Lord. Listen, don't be surprised when God puts you in a place where your sacrifice puts you in a position where the only person you can depend on is the Lord. Lord have mercy. My mama can't help me. My daddy, my pastor, my friends, nobody can help me. This is a journey that God and me and God alone must take. Lord have mercy. No, nobody else is gonna understand it. No, nobody else is gonna support it. Come on, nobody else is willing to do it. It's a journey for just me. See, listen. What you you cannot be afraid to take the journey with God alone. Whew, come on, you cannot be afraid to go up the mountain with God and God alone. Woo, come on. When God gives you a vision, he doesn't. My dad used to say it all the time, and it's so true. He doesn't give vision to a committee; he gives it to a person. He doesn't give vision to a group; he gives it to a person. And you can't be afraid to walk out the vision that God gave you with just you and God. I can promise you, when God calls you to something, there are some parts of it that you are going to have to do with just Him. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, the life of sacrifice is sometimes a very lonely life. I don't know what else to tell you. I wish I had better news for you. It's easier to sacrifice when everybody else is sacrificing too. You know, when pastor calls a fast and the whole church is fasting, it's easy to fast then because you got people you can talk to and tell them how difficult your fast is, and they can tell you how difficult they fast is, and y'all can lean and depend on each other and that sort of thing. But listen, what happens when God calls you to fast by yourself? What happens when God calls you to sacrifice just you? He wasn't talking to all of them. He was just talking to you. And listen, this is if you decide that you're going to live a life of sacrifice, here's the problem that you're going to run into. You ready? Most people don't. Most people don't. Why? Because the life of sacrifice is not easy. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. And they don't mean any harm, right? But it's hard for people to have empathy for what you're going through, when not only are they not going through it, and not only have they not been through it, but they can't understand it, and they can't understand why you're doing it. And they're going, why are you putting yourself through that? Why? Because they didn't hear what you heard from the Lord. God didn't show them for their life what He showed you for yours. And He didn't show them what He for your life, what He showed you for yours. And here's the thing you got to remember in those seasons, and I'm gone, I'm over my time. The thing that you got to remember in those seasons is wherever God leads you, He's going to be there when you start. See, God didn't meet Abraham at the top of the mountain. He was there when at the bottom of the mountain when Abraham told his friends, y'all stay here. And not only is He going to be there when you start, He's going to be there while you're on the way. And He's going to be there when you get to where He's calling you to. See, that's the whole thing about it. You ever thought about this? What if the whole purpose of what God is calling you to is because He wants you to take this journey with Him and Him alone? What if God is saying, I want to get some one-on-one time with you? You know me in the presence of your friends. You know me in the presence of your family. You know me in the presence of your small group. You know me in the presence of your church. I want you to know what it's like to take a journey with me and me alone. That way, you know what my voice sounds like. That way, you know what it's like for me to provide. I want you to know where your strength comes from, where your help comes from. I want you to know who sustains you, who protects you, who provides you. I want you to know that it's me who keeps you. Yeah, you got some good family and some good friends, and they care about you, but I want you to take this journey with me and me alone. Ooh. I hope I'm helping somebody this morning. And so sometimes, life of sacrifice is a lonely thing because it's a personal thing. But can I tell you this? There's nothing that's more rewarding than a life of sacrifice. I'm gonna stop right there. I hope I see y'all Sunday morning, man. One of our campuses. Hit that share button for me if you hadn't done so. I love each and every one of you. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. Let me pray over you before I go. Father, I lift up every person who's tuned in right now, who has tuned in, who will be tuning in later on. Lord, as you call us to sacrifice, I pray that you, Father, would give us a reassurance, Lord, that the only thing that we can't live without is you. Lord, sometimes that's what you're trying to show us. That the only thing that we can't live without is you. So I pray that as you call us to that life, as you call us to do what you're calling us to do, Lord, that we would release what you're calling us to release. Lord, knowing that you're the only thing, the only one that we can't live without. We thank you and we praise you for who you are. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for riding with me. Lord's will, I'm going to see y'all Sunday morning. Send that link, tag somebody, man. Hit that share button, y'all. It's the Jumpstart train. We rolling. God bless y'all.